Well, hello everyone. It's Paul Visconti from Super Cool Homes, your cooking real estate agent. How are you all? I hope everyone survived the 4th of July without incident. Um, it was a quiet one for me. I really didn't do nothing. I actually did a little work. So I'm kind of blaming quarantine, even though that excuse now is kind of getting old. Um, Yes, we don't have a life. Okay, so big deal. So today we are going to make Mediterranean cod, and I'm also going to give you this special recipe that I got years and years ago from a very exclusive men's restaurant on, I think it was Winter Street in downtown Lockobiz, for steamed clams. They were like the best steamed clams I ever had. And then, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about the real estate market and how it's doing really good right now. We'll get into that. We're going to talk about buying today, being a buyer, and all that stuff. So anyways, what I have is about a half a pound, well, it's probably like 0.65 of a piece of cod of a pound. And you're supposed to put it on maybe a bed of spinach, but I'm using arugula because I didn't have any spinach. So we're going to prepare the bed. I will write all the ingredients down after in the description, but we're just going to make a little bed. I have these very cool pans that I got from Wegmans when I get their takeout food. These just go right in the oven and nice and easy. Actually, this Mediterranean thingy was a dish that I got at Wegmans in this. But I'm going to try to do it myself. So bear with me and you can adjust the things. So we like to put a little of the either spinach, I think they use spinach, artichoke hearts, the marinated artichoke hearts. So we're just going to create a little bed for the cod. Seeing that it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a holiday, so we'll give it a nice comfy little bed. Okay, then we need some capers. Hey, my fork don't fit. Yes, it does. Capers. So all this goes underneath the fish. So, I don't know. You know, you guys are better cooks than I, so I'm just kind of winging it. But I know when I get it at Wegmans, it's really delicious. Okay, and then we're going to put some olives. I mean, it is Mediterranean, and what would a Mediterranean dish without olives be? Even though I don't believe Wegmans put olives in theirs, but we're putting it. Okay, so we have a little bed. Then we put the piece of cod on the bed. So I wanted a half a pound, which would have probably been that one. So the kid cut me the first piece. It was like 0.38. Then he cut me the second piece. It was like 0.88. And this was the third one. I said, I'll just take it, whatever it is. And it was 0.6 something. Okay, so we put that, all the fish on top of the bed. Then what I did was I mixed up a spice mixture according to all the spices that they had. And I'll tell you exactly what it was. I put salt, garlic powder, basil, rosemary, black pepper, nutmeg. It called for orange peel, which I have none of, and brown sugar. So these are very cool. I used this for the onion, the garlic, and the pepper. That's from Trader Joe's. It's really cool. It's kind of the first time I'm using it. It was highly recommended by someone. And I also put this. That's the chili lime stuff. That's also from Trader Joe's. That was from my good friend Donna Ramirez, who also is on YouTube. Then we put some basil. This is kind of really cool. I've been using this a lot. It's from McCormick. I was going to say Durkee, but it's a pepper lemon kind of thing. And it's good. So I kind of mixed. So you have to preheat your oven to 350. And then you continue. So I kind of mixed it all together. And now we're just going to sprinkle it on top of the fish. Okay. And then there's also a butter lemon sauce that you have to make. And again, I just winged it. So anyways, in the butter lettuce sauce, there's water, wine, cream, cornstarch, sugar, lemon peel, which I didn't have, salt, lemon oil, which I didn't have, and lemon juice. So I kind of put somewhat equal parts of it together, and I don't know. So then you just kind of pour it all on top. I have the fish too close to the edge, so it won't be able to saturate the greens below. Okay, so then you pour this all on. I hope it really comes out as good as it is in Wegmans, because this would be half the price and double the fish, actually. A little more. Okay. So this goes in the oven for 30 minutes once it's preheated on 350. And then you have to let it stand 2 minutes after you should put the recyclables underneath the door. 30 minutes timer. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about you thought I was going to say real estate, about the steamers. So I also got some steamers at Wegmans, and what I did is I put them in a kind of can of water, not completely submerged. You know, some of them are. And I put sea salt and cornmeal, and you're supposed to let them sit overnight. So what this does is they eat the cornmeal and the salt, and the salt will get rid of all the sand on the shell, and the cornmeal will get rid of all the sand in their stomach after they eat it, and it goes through and it comes out, and then you have that. So the trick to that was when you're steaming them. So you put maybe about an inch and a half of, most people would put water, but leftovers put dark ale, like a Heineken or something really dark and hearty. So they used the ale as the water, and they also put Italian seasoning in there, parsley, garlic. I just use the Italian seasoning in the bottle. So you just pour that all in. Make sure it's covered because the steaming is what kind of does it. So somewhere between 8 and 10 minutes is what it will take. And you'll be able to tell because all of the shells are open. Before you put the clams in, it's really important to make sure that they're all alive, because if they're dead, then they don't really taste good and it's really not good for you. So yeah, just little, like touch the little thingy that's sticking out, and it'll pull it back in. Keep it to yourself, please. So yeah, you touch the little thingy and it'll pull it back in, and that means it's alive. So if any are cracked too, you probably want to throw them out because they're probably dead. So once you start steaming it, like I said, about 8 minutes, it usually somewhere between 8 and 10, but all of the clams will open up, and that way you'll know that it's done. So briefly, while this is cooking, but not the whole 30 minutes. I won't bore you that long. We're going to talk about the market, which is really responding nicely, same as the stock market is. It's really it's been rebounding. There are tons of buyers. Still not a lot of property. I think people might still be a little leery about having people walk through their house and stuff, but you know, we do take precautions. We make sure they have booties on and gloves and masks, and I don't particularly have an open house where you have all these people coming. I will schedule more like appointments and do like a one-on-one, or of course if it's a couple, a two-on-one. Keep it to yourself again. So if you're looking for a property, you really should have a real estate agent working with you. One thing that I found a lot of people don't know is they think that when they're buying a property and they have a real estate agent, that they have to pay me or the agent. And not true. My services are free. Keep that to yourself too. So my services are free. When you're the buyer, the seller of the property is how I get paid. So you get all of the work that I do, and it's a lot. It's a ton of work. I have to find the properties. I have to talk to the agents. I have to check out the properties. I have to get all of our schedules in line so we could see the properties. I have to get you pre-approved. I have to do so many things. You just don't even know, you know. But all of those things you are getting for free. So it's like a no-brainer. It just amazes me when people say, no, I don't want an agent. I'm gonna look by myself. I'm gonna look on my own. And I go, why? Why would you ever, why? It just makes no sense. So another thing is people say, well, I'm gonna go to the house and I'm gonna put my offer in with the agent that's listing the house because they probably can get my offer accepted. I think there would be a little bit of a conflict of interest if he got your offer accepted just because he or she, just because you were, you know, bringing it to them. Because the job of the listing agent, if I'm not mistaken, is to get the seller the highest price that he can. And so he's not going to kind of get your little lowballed price accepted because, remember, he's working for the seller. So he might get you accepted, but he's going to add another $40,000, $50,000 to what you probably came in at in order to get that house to you. Whereas if you had me with you, so that 40 or 50,000 that he's going to get more from you, that would maybe be another 5 or 10,000 if I was there, because of course I'm going to negotiate the hell out of it, and I'm going to give him reasons why, you know, reasons that are backed by fact. So if you are looking, or someone you know, your kids, your friends, your mother, give me a buzz. I will hold your hand through the whole process, I promise. And I'm free. Free. Nothing. Nada. Don't be crazy. Don't do it yourself. Same thing goes for when you're selling a property. Oh, I can sell it myself, no problem. Are you kidding me? If you just, I don't know. I've been doing this a long time now, and the work that's involved and the knowledge that one has to have. This is the biggest transaction probably of your life. And I don't know. Would you want to do it yourself and risk lawsuits and risk not getting what you should get and all that stuff? It's crazy. I wouldn't let anybody in my family do that. So I'm certainly not going to let you guys do it, you know, because if you're watching me, you probably know me. And if you know me, you probably like me, and I probably like you. So I got your back. Okay, we will be back after this, after the next commercial. Okay, it should be ready in a while. I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. I'm back. Look what I have here. The fish is still cooking, but I have my little drunk Italian clams. They're just ready to go. So I just wanted to show you them. And of course we scooped up some of the beer broth seasoned with Italian seasoning. And we have butter, melted butter for dipping. And I will be back in a flash. I think I'm going to eat these before the fish is done. I'll be back. My God, those steamers were like amazing. They were sweet, tender, no sand, just dripping butter of those little Italian mollusks. So, here is the Mediterranean. We're really on a Mediterranean theme tonight, I guess. Mediterranean seafood theme. Here's the Mediterranean cod with olives and artichoke hearts and capers and butter, and it looks really good. I haven't tried it yet, but like I said, experiment with the sauce. I don't know. And just another word on if you or someone you know wants to buy, I'd be more than happy just to walk you through the steps of what it would take to buy a home. If you go to my website, www.supercoolhomes.com, all of my contact info is there for you. Just give me a call, send me an email, text, whatever's easier for you. And we could actually set up to do something through Zoom so I could just show you, what it would entail buying a house. And even if you're not ready now, I mean, now's a good time to start because I'd have to get you set up with getting pre-approved, which people don't like to do until they find a house. And then, of course, it's too late because you want to put an offer in, and everyone else does too, and you don't have a pre-approval, and then you miss it. So it's good to get that done ahead of time. And with that being said, would you hit my subscribe button down there? And just one final thing, this has been a very amazing 4th of July. My daughter Michaela said yes and is now engaged to Kyle, who we love. They've been going out with each other for 10 years, and he's just a super guy, and they're going to be a super couple. All right, well, thank you, and everyone, enjoy your summer. I will be back before summer ends, but call me, okay? Adios.